Steve Barkan, he worked on all the products, to baseball particularly. He was responsible for the hockey product totally, and he helped. He did some work in basketball and football too. Uh, his greatest strength for the company was his connecting with the Strat-O-Matic fans. He was the spokesman for the company. Sometimes he spoke a bit too much, said things he wasn't supposed to say, and he would be grounded uh, for a little time, not to talk to anyone. But he couldn't stay away from that. But Steve was a major plus for the company for all these years. He was with us, I would say, maybe 45 years, and he's a real character, and he's he's an original person. There's not, I think there's only one Steve Barkin. The baseball, football, and basketball board games I totally did. The hockey game, I had no knowledge of hockey whatsoever, and we had a fellow with us named Bob Yonke. So I would say Bob did about 20% of it, and I did 80% of it. And then the maintaining of all these games that I will mention would be done by Steve and by James during those years. When he came in, he didn't think it'd be more than a summer job, and but he grew. He started in the shipping room, and then from there he grew out to become an executive at the company, and very important because as I said, the hockey game was his baby. The rest of them, he did a lot of work on, and he was very instrumental in that. And he also, when it came when during the period we had to tremendous amount of shipping in baseball, he would be in the shipping room for a few weeks, and he would help us.
I think a lot of the Stratomatic players associate Steve with the start of the classic seasons, the retro seasons.
Oh, that's a good point. We were the first to do that. What we would do is, all the other companies would just take the raw statistics, Babe Ruth, 1927, 60 homers. Well, we would take 1927 and we would go into every box score, and Steve was the guy that went into all these box scores and come up with the breakdowns of lefty, righty, and everything else that was necessary to formulate the cards. And Steve was the guy. He was amazing at that. He worked very hard on that. He was definitely the man behind the old timer seasons, but Steve was very invaluable in that area. Invaluable.